guys, Brom here, welcome back to a brand new video. Now today, the international break is finally over and we can get back to our Premier League predictions.
Oh, thank goodness all of that is over, there.
And there's some cracking games as well that we're going to be predicting. What are the scores on the doors?
Oh, you sure you want to know, Theo?
Actually, I do this time, yeah.
Okay, Thogden got 4.
Oh no.
What is going wrong? Babs, who was a brilliant guest, got 5. Thogdad, 9 points.
9! 9! You got 9?
Yeah.
That's insane. I sound like German, I was saying 9. But yeah, it's quite a good score anyway. How have I got 4 points, you got 9? Stop the count, we need a recount.
Overall, our guests have got 44. Thogdad's on 49.
Yeah.
52.
I'm still winning.
You're still
which
ahead.
is good. What's the like target today, Dad?
Oh, let's go for 8,000 likes.
Let's smash it. The Premier League's back. We're all happy. So show that happiness with the like button.
The first game is Newcastle against Chelsea, 13th against 5th.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what, Newcastle probably expect to be there.
Yeah.
But Chelsea, what a week they had last game week. Ziyech was amazing, wasn't he, Theo?
Yeah, and Ziyech was also brilliant in the international break. He got 2 goals, 3 assists. Werner scored a double for Germany before they got pumped 6-0 by Spain, but we won't really talk about that. Even Kovacic scored a double for Croatia. It seems like all of these Chelsea players have gone out to play for their nation and they're on banging form.
They are, they're confident. Now Chelsea have got 20 goals already this season. They are the highest scoring team. And I'll tell you what, I put a cheeky bet on Chelsea winning the Premier League.
That's a big statement. Kante was also good at international break against Portugal. We were watching that game.
Yes.
He was man of the match and scored the winning goal.
They can really win this title.
I think so. Well, not the title. Oh, God. I was going to say Newcastle. I've got Newcastle 0, Chelsea 2.
Well, I'll tell you what, Theo, Newcastle have improved this season because they brought in Callum Wilson.
Yeah.
But 13th, that's kind of where I expect them to be at the end of the season. And I'm going for Newcastle 0, Chelsea 2.
We agree on the first one. Let's go over to our special guest, Sebi Boy.
Hey.
Yes guys, how are we doing? Sebi here, back again for some more predictions. Let's get straight into this. Newcastle versus Chelsea. I'm a big believer in what Frank Lampard's doing there at the bridge. I love some of the new players he's brought in. Ziyech looks unbelievable and I think they're going to have way too much for Newcastle. I'm actually going to go 3-0 here. Chelsea, another clean sheet and 3 goals. Goals galore going on there.
The next game is Aston Villa in 6th against Brighton and Hove Albion in 16th.
Yeah.
Aston Villa, what about that result away at Arsenal? That was incredible, wasn't it, Theo?
It was, and the players were good in international break. Jack Grealish ran the show for England, didn't he?
Oh, amazing, wasn't he? Villa, this surprised some people. Can they keep this up, Theo?
Well, you say that, but Villa at home have lost 3 games in their last 4.
Yeah.
Although they've had some good away wins, we can't forget that Brighton badly need a result. They're on 6 points. They probably don't deserve to be that far down the table. They're really going to want to win this game, maybe even more than Villa.
Well, this game could go either way because Brighton on their day are quite a good team.
Exactly.
Surprisingly.
It all depends whether Malpai turns up.
Given the form that Ollie Watkins was in last game week, I'm going with a home win here.
Okay.
But only just 2-1 to Villa.
Well, I'm going to go for Villa 1, Brighton 1. A draw because I can't really pick which team's going to win this one. Depends who turns up on the day. But let's find out what Seb reckons.
Aston Villa, Brighton. Now, Brighton have got sneakily good defensive stats for a team that concede a lot of goals. They're not conceding that many shots on target, but Villa's attack is very, very strong. I think they're going to have too much for them here. Grealish going to keep doing bits. I'm going to go for a 1-0 win for Aston Villa here.
And the next one promises to be a cracker. It's Tottenham Hotspur in 2nd against Manchester City in 10th.
Yeah.
Now, Man City first. They've not really woken up this season, have they, Theo?
You say that, but actually defensively they've been really good and they've been getting some big wins. And let's not forget they've still played less games than most of the Premier League teams, and they've played Liverpool away. And they drew that 1-1. It wasn't a bad result. I think City could have gone out there and try and find a win from it. It's one of the biggest games of the weekend. Tottenham versus Man City. In the form table, Tottenham are top. Man City, they've got a new style of play with Ruben Diaz. They've been defending better. Cancelo left back's been doing really well. This game could go either way, couldn't it, Dad?
It could. Now, Spurs 13 points in 5 games. Only Southampton come near them.
Wow.
And they're on wonderful form. Although last game week they only managed a 1-0 victory against West Brom.
Now, look into the international break. The likes of Ferran Torres for Man City was brilliant. He scored a hat-trick versus Germany in a 6-0 win. Imagine, at the age you are, scoring hat-tricks for your nation. Against Germany, it wasn't even a second team. They had all the big dogs.
I feel that at some point, that man Kevin De Bruyne is just going to click into gear and have a stunning performance.
Well, it could be this game because Gabriel Jesus is back from injury, and when them two play together, it is always fire. Pep's just signed a new deal for City.
Overall, I'm going to sit on the fence. Spurs 1, City 1.
Interesting. I've gone for Spurs 2, City 2.
Seb, what do you recommend?
Tottenham, Man City. Now, this is the one. Two of the informed teams in the league coming up against each other. City, I think, are on the start. of a really good fixture run. I'm not too sure they're going to be the old City again just yet, but it's coming soon. I think it's going to be a low scoring one. I'm actually going to potentially go 0-0. That's risky, I know, could bite me, but I actually think this whole week's going to be fairly low scoring.
And the next game is a bit of a bottom of the table clash between Manchester United in 14th and West Bromwich Albion in 18th.
Yeah.
Now West Brom, surely relegation, what, 3 points in 8 games?
Well, you never know. They could get a big win from somewhere. We've seen Man United bottle it to Crystal Palace at home, so who knows if West Brom could do the same. Funnily enough, the last time these two teams played in 2018, it was at Old Trafford, like this fixture, and West Brom won 1-0. Could we see a replay of that?
Manchester United, I mean, they were superb in their last game against Everton.
Yeah.
And it was that man, Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, he was amazing, yeah.
Who clicked into gear, and other members of the United team like Martial didn't turn up.
Oh, he was rubbish. And he wasn't great for France either. What's the Greenwood situation, Dad?
I don't know, Theo.
Is he back? Surely we've got to see him in a United shirt soon.
Well, I hope so, but that incident in Iceland has obviously hurt him. Now, Phil Foden, we saw for England, was absolutely brilliant against Iceland.
Oh, it was amazing, yeah. But Greenwood didn't get the call-up, so I don't know what the situation is. Maybe it's a discipline thing. Either way, I'd like to see him play today.
Man United 2, West Brom 0.
Oh, I've gone for the exact same. I've gone for Man United 2-0. Bruno, if he has another masterclass, I'm sure they'll be okay.
Now over to Seb. What do you reckon, mate?
Man United, West Brom. This one won't be low scoring. I think this at the bookies is the favourite fixture of the week to be over 2.5 goals. I think Man United are going to score a bundle. West Brom's defence looks leaky as you like. I'm going to go 3-0 Man United here. I think Bruno's going to keep doing things, and I think probably another penalty for him.
Over to Craven Cottage for Fulham against Everton, 17th against 7th. Now Everton, they've been stumbling a bit recently. They've lost the last 3 games, haven't they, Theo?
Yeah, and I think international break came at the right time for them, because not only have they lost 3 games, a lot of the players have been getting red cards, like Richarlison, Digne. They're starting to be losing the plot a little bit. We've seen Allen put some big aggressive tackles in. I think this little break was good for them. You know, get used to playing on the training ground again. Ancelotti can get their head right in the mindset of how they started the season, where they looked unbelievable. And another thing is, James Rodriguez and Richarlison are now fully fit.
Richarlison, he was a big miss, and James Rodriguez has not been as good recently, I don't think, as at the start of the
because he had a little injury thing, but now he's back to his best, I think, and that's when Everton are so capable.
Now I'm wondering if Ademola Lookman will be given a rest after that shocking Panelka penalty miss there.
Oh, that's a good point, you know. You've got him in your fantasy, so I bet you're hoping that he plays. Another player that messed up in terms of penalties was Mitrovic in the international break. He obviously missed a pen that sent Scotland through to the Euros and knocked Serbia out. Everyone that's Scottish watching this, we'll see you at the Euros.
Do you know what? I think Fulham are capable of winning this.
They can win.
And if they win this 2-1 or 1-0, I will not be surprised one bit, but I'm going to sit on the fence 1-1.
I'm going to go for 2-0 Everton. I think they'll be back to their best. And when they are, they're pretty hard to beat. Seb, what do you reckon, son?
Fulham, Everton. Everton got a few of their boys back now. Lucas Digne's back. Rodriguez meant to be back as well. Richarlison back in the frame. I think that's going to see a return to form for the Toffees. I think they're going to walk past Fulham. Comfortable score, 2-0.
Now for Sheffield United, rock bottom against West Ham United in 12th. And there's 3 numbers you need to know about Sheffield United.
What's that?
8 games, 4 goals and only 1 point.
They're bottom of the table. It's as simple as that, Dad. It's not been the Blades' season, but I tell you what, it has been West Ham's.
West Ham on their day are very, very good, but they do have their off days. Now, they're 12th in the league, and I think that's pretty much where they should be. Now, the Blades, they can make things difficult on their day, and I'm predicting a very, very low-scoring game here.
Yeah, you see, the thing is that they could shithouse this game and win 1-0. Let's be honest, they need a result. They need points more than anyone else in the table. Maybe this is the game at home to a team that, you know, sometimes can mess up, but I'm going to sit on the fence in terms of my prediction and go 1-0 West Ham. What about you?
And I'm also going to agree 1-0 to West Ham. Seb, what do you reckon?
Sheffield United versus my mighty Hammers, who are on a great run of form despite some pretty tricky fixtures to start the season. We've actually got a really good fixture run from here on in. I've brought in 2 West Ham players into my dream team, Fabianski and Souček. Fabianski with the penalty save, Souček with the winner in last week's game. Thank you very much for that, boys. But today against Sheffield United, I think we should have enough, but I never get too optimistic about West Ham. I think we could win. We might sneak a 1-0 win. Maybe Antonio to get back in the team off the bench, get us the winner.
Back into the bottom half of the table for Leeds against Arsenal, 15th against 11th. Now, these are 2 sides who've lost 3 of the last 4 games. And are things going wrong at Arsenal? A bit of a scrap midweek, wasn't there, Theo?
Well, yeah, Danny Ceballos apparently got reported in having a fight with David Luiz.
What happened was that Ceballos was having a go at the younger players. Rob Holding, former Bolton man, steps in, and Ceballos has a go at him. So David Luiz comes in with his punch, and right on the nose.
The experienced man comes in, you know? If Rob Holding can't deal with it, we'll get David Luiz on the case. But the thing is, Danny Ceballos actually went out and tweeted after all this got leaked, saying it's fake news and it's bollocks and it's not true. However, is he just saying that to, you know, for the public?
Football is a tough game, and this is what happens on training pitches, on football grounds throughout the country. It happens.
It's true. Will they have that on their heads? Are they really focused enough for the Leeds game?
Yeah, you've got to channel your energy and your aggression in the right ways.
Yeah.
They're playing a difficult Leeds side, but the thing about Leeds, they've slipped away. They've got the joint worst defensive record in the league, Theo, 17 goals.
But they'll be pleased to know that Thomas Partey can't play in the game because of a thigh injury. El Neni can't play because he's flying back from Egypt from international break and has to get some more COVID tests. So they don't really have that midfield. I'm going to go for a 1-1 here today because I just feel like Leeds have the potential to win, but they're actually not as good as home as they are away, interestingly.
I'm also going Leeds 1. In fact, no, I'm going to change it round. Leeds 1, Arsenal 2.
Ooh, that's mental. Let's hear what Seb reckons.
Leeds versus Arsenal. Leeds, they're incredible, aren't they? I mean, they've got some of the best attacking stats in the league, and they've got some of those against some pretty strong teams. Arsenal's defence is looking a lot better, though, but their attack has paid the price for that extra sort of structure in the more defensive area of the pitch for them. But I think Leeds are going to have enough. I think this could be 1-1. And I think there's going to be quite a few 1-1 draws this week.
Now for the biggest game of the game week. It is, of course, Liverpool in third against Leicester, who are top.
Yeah.
And Leicester, can anyone stop them at the moment? They've won 3 in a row, Theo.
They're missing most of their defence, aren't they?
It's really shocking what's happened to Liverpool. Incredible bad luck.
Yeah.
But they're playing at Anfield, Theo. So
really?
I'm just going to say Liverpool 1, Leicester 1.
That's crazy.
But this is a massive opportunity for Leicester to break that record.
I mean, people are having a go saying, you know, Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk, all of that. But actually their defence doesn't sound as bad when you read out of the players that can play. So left back would still be Robertson. The centre backs would be Matip and Fabinho, which is pretty solid. And the right back would be Neco Williams. So it's not as bad as you think, is it?
It's not bad at all. And Liverpool, they've got strength in depth. They've got some good young lads who'll come through. So I reckon they're going to win the league still. I know I put a cheeky bet on Chelsea, but I think Liverpool will hang in and surprise everyone.
You reckon?
Yes.
But Dad, Salah has tested positive, and Vardy has tested positive for the top goal scorer of the Premier League, and the one player that scored the most goals versus Liverpool. Diogo Jota, though, he's going to have to turn up in his role.
Yes, yeah, that is a big shout. He has been amazing this season, and he's quite capable of filling in for Mo Salah.
Well, let's find out if the Liverpool home record can be stopped here. I'm going to go for Liverpool 2, Leicester 2. I'm thinking they're finding a way out.
Liverpool-Leicester now. What's going on with Liverpool right now? I mean, injuries galore. Looks as though Trent is out. Robbo's meant to be back. Obviously, Salah with a failed COVID test. He's going to be out at least this week, maybe next week as well. He could be a casualty from mine and a lot of people's fantasy teams this week. I still think they'll have enough to score against Leicester, who've got injury problems of their own, but have seem to ride them out quite well so far. I actually think it's going to be a 1-1 draw, this one. Another 1-1 draw.
Now it's 19th against 8th. Burnley against Crystal Palace. And last game week, Eberechi Eze arrived in style, didn't he, Theo?
Yeah, he got a goal and assist. A dead ball specialist, I would say.
Burnley, what is happening with them? No wins all season, 3 goals. Could this be the season they go down, Theo?
Well, could this be the game they start winning?
Ooh.
That's the question we should be asking. At home to Crystal Palace, had an international break to get the team together and get a big win. It could happen, couldn't it?
It could. Now, I think this will be a very low-scoring game. And in fact, I'm going to go for Burnley 0, Crystal Palace 1. I think crazy. They'll find a goal from somewhere, a Zaha or an Eze.
Zaha's already beaten his form of the season before in 8 games. He's on fire. I think he'll get the goal, but I think Burnley will score as well. I'm going to go for a 1-1. Seb, what do you reckon, son?
Burnley, Crystal Palace. Yeah, not seen huge amounts from these guys going forward. Palace look good defensively. They've got a few guys back in as well. Wilf's doing bits, although Eze might be out now, so that could hurt them. I think possibly another 1-1 draw coming in here.
And finally, Wolverhampton Wanderers in 9th against Southampton in 4th. I repeat, 4th in the Premier League.
It's crazy.
And they are the joint form team. 13 points in 5 games there.
And actually, Wolves in the form table are 4th.
Yeah.
So as much as they've had, low-scoring games, they're actually winning games. They're grinding out big results.
How good have Southampton been this season?
Yeah, they've been good.
You've got, of course, Danny Ings. Everyone knows about him, but Che Adams is
Danny
coming
Ings was
through.
injured, and then they still went out with Theo Walcott, Che Adams running the show. Hasenhüttl has got things really working over the Saints.
Ward-Prowse, Oriol Romeo, Vestergaard, Armstrong.
They're a good team.
Not one single Southampton player is letting the side down at the moment.
But Dad, you can say the same about Wolves.
Maybe.
They've been getting really good results. Top 4 in the form table, only conceded 2 goals in the last 5 games. Max Kilman's come in, running the show at the back with Connor Cody.
I'm sitting on the fence again. I'm just going 1-1.
Yeah, I've gone 1-1 as well. And I think Che Adams will score for Sutton or Saints, and Jimenez will get the goal for Wolves. Seb, what do you reckon, mate? Right.
And then finally, Wolves versus Southampton. The Ings-less Southampton, who still look pretty good. Can Che Adams shoulder that burden on his own up front? I'm not so sure. Wolves, a good solid side, but Nuno said he wants them to be a little bit more attacking this year, and I haven't really seen it. They don't seem to be the sort of team that score lots and lots of goals, and I don't think that's going to change this week against Southampton. I think, again, another 1-1 draw. And all these ones, I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go and hit 111 yards in my golf simulator here. 111 yards, straight out. First take, here we go. 1-1-1. On its way. Here we go. Get that. Get that. It's on its way. Oh, it's dead straight as well. Do it for me. 111 yards. He's called it. Oh, he's 114. A few too many, but we'll take it.
Right, that's it, guys. Everybody go down to the comments now and let us know what you think the score will be. Not just in this game, but in some of the bigger games. Man City, Tottenham, Leeds, Arsenal, Liverpool, Leicester. Will Liverpool's home record be broken? Tell us in the comments below. It's a massive game week. Smash the like button and subscribe. If you guys get involved in the comments, it helps us share the video, get it out there with your mate. It's great to be back talking about Premier League football, because the international break with a lockdown on top of each other, it's just a bit crap, isn't it?
It is, and we're going to be live streaming this weekend, so join us.
Get notifications on the channel. Do not miss the live streams. We need everybody, all the TDL watching us with us. We're going to have some banter, aren't we?
Absolutely. Oh, talking of banter, is there anything else that people should watch there?
Thog Dad's YouTube channel, he's got a Footy Bants forward that's just come out on the channel. You should go check it out. It's a decent little video. Right, that's it. Have a great weekend of Premier League football. We will see you very soon. Have a good one and take care. See you guys.